Hey folks, this is Kalani, and welcome to the Highmaul raid guide. These are going to be guides for normal and heroic, and we're going to start with Kargath Bladefist. So we'll go through his abilities, and then we'll look at a strategy to deal with them. Kargath has quite a few abilities himself, the first of which is Impale. He'll cast Impale on your highest aggro target, which should be one of your tanks, and cause a large amount of damage over 8 seconds, so they're going to need quite a bit of healing and maybe some external cooldowns. The Impale will leave a debuff on them called Open Wounds, which will mean they'll take extra damage from an Impale. This is a simple tank swap, and you want to swap your tanks every 2 stacks of Impale. When Kargath casts Blade Dance, he'll dance around for 10 seconds, attacking a random raid member every 2 seconds for a moderate amount of damage within 7 yards of the target. Simply stay spread out and you'll minimize the amount of damage this ability does. Berserker Rush is the big ability everybody needs to watch out for because Kargath will target a random raid member and start charging towards them. He'll be cleaving the air in front of him all the time, so anybody in front of him is going to get eaten, pretty much exactly the same how Thok worked in Siege of Orgrimmar, and you need to kite him into one of the active flame pillars around the room. That'll stun him and let you continue the fight. The last ability he has is Chain Hurl. He'll knock back all the melee and then throw the closest 5 into the stands above. So you want 1 tank, preferably the one with the stacks of Open Wound, 1 healer, and then 3 DPS. While up in the stands, you'll want to knock out the Iron Bombers. They're the priority target, and then jump down. If you want to take things slow and make sure everything's nice and clean, you can clean up the rest of them as well, but it's not really required. And that's pretty much it for the abilities. Obviously the fire pillars around the room, they're going to deal damage when they're active, so stay out of those, but make sure you're close enough to kite Berserker Rush through them relatively quickly. And then there are tiger pits at the edge of the room, which if you fall into, you are going to die, so avoid those at all costs. The way in which we completed this encounter was to have the tank with Kargath in the middle, with the melee and ranged and healers spread throughout the room, being close enough to a fire pillar that they would be able to kite Kargath through it if they were chosen, yet far enough away to not be taking damage constantly. Have everybody spread at least 7 yards to minimise the damage of Blade Rush, and then avoid the pits. Everything should fall together pretty nicely. It's not really a difficult fight, very standard, and the only thing that you would have to worry about is sending up the right people. So you want to assign a group of 5, 1 tank, 1 healer and 3 DPS to be thrown into the stands, and then when you get knocked back, those 5 need to be the closest people to Kargath. So everybody else hang back for a little bit, let them get thrown up, and then continue the fight as normal. So that should be all you need to take down Kargath Bladefist on normal and heroic. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.